What's going on, guys? This is Joe Matos here again. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I'm going to take some time today to just go over my editing setup, my editing workflow, and I'm just going to bring you guys in so you guys see what I do. I do use Capture One and Photoshop, so I'm going to start with Capture One. Just to show you, I already done some work in Capture One. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of what I'm doing in Capture One, and then we will go from there. So here is the video that I have of a model I shot from, I want to say about last year, a few months ago. I've already done Capture One here already, so you will see here in a second. I have different layers that I use with them. So the before is this image, and I warmed it up to make it a little bit darker. So we're going to take this image and put it into Photoshop and have a look at it there. And we will go from there. So this is the one I've done previously. I think I did it yesterday, and I did a quick reel with it. Hold on, this did wrong again. Hold on. So this is the one I've done previously. I think I did it yesterday, and I did a quick reel with it. Hold on, this did wrong again. Hold on. It looks like this is not showing right. Okay. Now we're going to be showing right again. Sorry about that. It looks like this is not showing right. So let's go ahead and redo this. Of course, I haven't done this in a while, so it's going to give me some issues. Just bear with me for a second. And I'm also trying to make sure it's working right for you guys with my my cell phone here, because I haven't done it in a while. All right, we're almost there. Let me get this set up right for you guys, and then we'll get started. And of course, my computer's taking a little bit of time here today, but that's fine. All right, so I went ahead and put it into the full screen mode. I think that's what it's called. But this way, it'll stop. It will stop my emails from popping in on this. You can go ahead and get the retouching set up. So I have a set of actions from Parcheet Nick. I think that's how you say his name. An amazing retoucher. And I just go through I went through his course probably about a year ago. And I'm a little stubborn, so I kind of do my own thing and don't do exactly what they say. But I feel like that's the best way you develop your own style. So something I've started doing recently is I started doing gradient maps for the images. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that process now. I'm gonna select the eyedropper tool. I feel like this right here, this color here on the rail is a good color. And then I'm going to hit the X, and I'm going to use the black because I feel like the black is the big color inside of this. And then we're going to go ahead and set up a gradient map. Now, obviously, this doesn't look great right here. So what I do is I drop it down to about 25%. There we go. Or 25. And then you play with the blend modes. I usually do hue or soft light. Then I'm gonna go with hue. And then I like to play with this here to get a reverse look. There's similar looks going on here. But you know what I'm going to actually do? So that's the way I do it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I did this already yesterday or the day before. I'm going to take those colors from this one here, which is a full setup. But I have this gradient map and I have a color fill. I'll show you how I did the color fill also. I'm going to grab both of these just so they stay the same. And we're going to put inside the other image. If it lets me do it all of a sudden, because it is taking its time. But I'm doing the full retouch here, so it's going to give you an idea of everything that I do and how I do it. And of course, it's taking time. So that is the way, the name of the game here. Basically, this takes time. I don't know why my computer acts slow whenever I want to do a live stream, but it does, and it seems like it stopped. It's like it's almost crashed on me here. Let's give it a second and see what it does. Let's see if everybody is on here. We got one viewer. Let me see if it's anything on chat. So Molly is asking, what software do you use? I use Capture One and Photoshop for the majority of the work. Let me go back over there. This is probably not a good view. As you can tell, I do not do this often, so bear with me for a second. All right, let's see if we can move around again. Okay, so we can go ahead and delete this. I'm going to take this gradient map 1 here. We're going to move it into this image here. We're going to get rid of the mask because we don't need that. We'll come back to that later. And then we're going to take the color fill and bring it over. I'm just doing it for the purpose of keeping it the same on both images. And both are going to get a mask again, and we'll fix that up later. Okay, so go ahead and let's clean this up a little bit. So right here, I use the healing brush, and a lot of times people like to use the spot heal. This thing lets me move. There we go. Of course, it's not working properly right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do basically here is just grab a sample area. You go ahead and hit Alt. You sample an area, and then you can get rid of the markings. For me, the floor I like to clean up to make it look nice and clean, and let everybody be able to see that this isn't a dirty street. This is a nice area that we're doing a photo shoot on. My pen is not working for some reason, so I have to do everything with my mouse right now, which is pretty much a pain, but it's doable. All right, it's gonna take a little bit longer doing it with the mouse, but we'll get it done. Why it's acting up today? Probably because I want to do a live stream, but that's all right. All right. So this is all on its own separate layer, as you can see here, right here in the healing layer. So if we take this off, you'll see that the spots will come back, and then they'll go away. If my pen was working, it should be a lot quicker to get through, but this is causing me little bit of issues. Okay. It is a tedious process, so it does take some time to go over everything. But once it's done, it's definitely worth it. Oh, wrong button. And we'll clean up the pole, clean up everything here. See if I just get a spot here. Be a lot quicker with this one. Let me see. Let me see if I get that question off because we already answered that. All right. So we're going to go back to Photoshop. Again, I apologize. This is not working right for some reason, but I'll get through it for you guys real quick. The retouch does take about 30 minutes, so if you want to hang out and watch it, that's awesome. If you are busy, feel free to check out my page later, and I'm going to load up on my Instagram page probably tomorrow for IGTV. This is also going to my YouTube as well, which I don't have big pages, so just check it out. See if you like it. Shoot me a follow if you like, and that would be highly appreciated. And again, I used the Microsoft Surface, and my pen is not working, so it's driving me a little crazy here. This should be a lot faster than what we're doing. So we're just going to do some of the skin retouch. When you go over the area, you kind of want it to be the circle to be just a little bit bigger than the actual area that you want to retouch, and then you just kind of click over it, and you'll get rid of little blemishes. I don't like to do too much high end retouching because we're all perfect the way we are. We all have our small little imperfections, so I don't like to take out too much on them. Let me zoom in here. As you can see, we'll get closer up on her face. If it lets it move. So I am, for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm a photographer based out of Miami, Florida, and this is a shot in downtown Miami with one of the models that I've worked with in the past. She is the agency side model. I worked with agencies, influencers, fashion shows, different brands. So I kind of work with anybody that will let me work with them right now. I'm always looking to work with new people. So if you're interested in a photo shoot, feel free to reach out. I do shoot regular, everyday people, not just models. So give you an idea of what I do. All right, so I'm gonna go. I kind of cheat. So there's a dodge and burn. When you do dodge and burn, basically what you're doing is you're doing the shadows and the highlights. So I kind of cheat. I have an auto dodge and burn. So I'll select here, select my brush. I like to select the. I don't know why I did that. This pen is working. I go ahead and set the flow to about 5, and then just brush over the areas. And make sure your brush is set to white here, so that you're going over it, because the mask is set to black, so the white's going to show, black's going to hide, and just kind of go over it, just give the little shadows. I'm definitely rusty doing videos, so bear with me. They'll get better within the week. I'm gonna try to do more because people have told me they miss me doing videos, so I'm doing it again. But normally my pen works and we move through this a lot quicker. Right now, I'm doing everything with my mouse, and it is driving me insane here. Okay, so after I do my little dodge and burn, what I do is I go ahead and do the frequency separation. And frequency separation is going to allow me to work between the layers. I'll show you here in a second. I keep my radius at 3, just it kind of just gives like a blur, kind of softens the image. Oh, but hang on, I had to go back because I had to take off the color grade prior to doing this. Otherwise, it gets too dark. So give me 1 second here. We're going to delete that. All right. So once I'm at the auto contour, I'm going to do my frequency separation. Everything that's selected is going to get thrown in there. And because I had the color fill and gradient map selected before, it made the image a little too dark. So we're just going to push it back so that it's regular, keeps the tones we want. And then when it comes time to finish up the image, I'll add the color grade to it so that she pops out a little bit more. Like I said, it takes about 30 minutes. So, just bear with me. Just hang with me for a little bit. I'll check the chat in a second to see if anybody else has any questions. But some things are not working like my pen, so this is really throwing me off here. All right, so when I get frequency separation, what I do is I drop the flow down to 1%, so it's as low as possible, and then you just go over little areas, and I'll show you in a second that the difference that it makes. And you want to keep the brush a decent size, so you should just flowing over stuff. Like her legs need some more work, but let's see what we can do with my pen not working right now. Normally, I would just kind of shut this down and restart it, but because we're actually doing it live, I gotta show you guys how things happen. All right. So you can see with the brush there what I did with the frequency separation. See how she's darker in certain areas. Let's see. So like right there on the cheeks. That's fine for right now. I'm probably gonna have to redo this, so I'm just gonna keep going with this for the purpose of we're doing it live. So let's see. So what I do after this is I merge all the layers up to one new layer, and then I go through the high pass. So I'll show you that here in a second once we set up here. Let's see. All right, it's still doing a layer. This computer is running super slow right now. I'm not sure why it's running so slow. This is actually a pretty decent computer here. It's probably because of the string. The string is probably holding us up a little bit, but we're going to get through these problems. All right, so now we got the layer going. Go to filter, other, high pass, and I keep the radius at 4 for this one. Control U, take the saturation down completely. Change the blend mode to overlay. If it does it. All right, so now we're set to overlay. Go ahead and hold the Alt key down and click on the mask. You can set the black. We can get that brush again. Raise the flow up to 10 or 11. 11 is fine. And again, because I don't have my pen working right now, we have to go over this with the mouse. And it takes longer than it should like this. Make sure we get the bag here. And you'll see down here, because I have it set to white, you'll see everything I'm masking in. So this is all the extra textures going to show here. All right, that's fine. We're going to merge up again. I like to make this like my final like edit layer because I'm having technical difficulties. I'm probably going to make this a lot shorter and then just re-edit this after this is filmed. But you know, I can come back here to the healing brush and I would like basically go over small things like that. Let me see if my pen is working. Pen still is not working. So those small areas here, just get little blemishes out. And her face is a little bit too dark, but that's fine. So we have the gradient map here. So what I do also, I grab the select tool, select subject. So Photoshop has this feature with select subject. Does a really good job of actually just grabbing the subject, as you see right here, and we're going to make a mask out of that. I hold Alt down, hit the mask. We get a black one here because that's just going to make sure that she doesn't get touched. So now we go to the gradient map, and she's not going to get touched. And now we're going to Alt click and drag up to the color fill. We're going to hit Control I to switch it because I just want the color to affect her, and we can get that skin right there. What I like to do from here is go to brightness and contrast, hit auto. I'm going to brighten up the whole image, and then we're going to add some green to it for texture. And pretty much that is the process that I use for all my images. I've had some technical difficulties with this one, so I am going to redo this one again. If you've hung out and watched this long, I appreciate it. I know it's pretty rough. I haven't done one of these in probably 3 or 4 months. So it's my first one I've done. It wasn't really planned. I kind of just jumped on here and said, let's go live. But I'm going to have to redo this one again. I'm going to share this image. This video is actually going to be on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and then I'm going to download it and add it to my IGTV. So let me go back over here for a second. Okay, so if you've hung with me this long, I appreciate it. I know that was pretty rough to watch. Like I said, it's been about 4 months since I've actually done a video like this. If you would like to, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Joe Matos Photo, and I'm probably going to redo this image, post up a different one. You can see them on Instagram. I have reels also of the other one I did for another day, and that one looks a lot better. It's a quick reel, not as long as this. But tomorrow I will download this video from YouTube and I'll share it over to Instagram for IGTV and probably review it and say this is terrible. I'm going to redo this image because things are just going wrong here. But I do appreciate you for hanging with me and watching. I'm probably going to start doing this every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you ever need any tips for editing images using Capture One or Photoshop, feel free to check me out or shoot me a DM. Let's talk. I'm very, very approachable person. So again, my name is Joe Matos. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. You guys enjoy your night. Bye.